I'm thirsty.
A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. A loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. Mister, could I have a loaf of bread, a container of milk, and...
The whole gang is back! Mort, AJ, Pesty, Tuffy, Pat, Jane, Tex, yep, even Joe is here to present to you Rocket Fizz Original Bazooka Bubblegum Flavored Soda. Everyone's favorite nickel gum has been breathed all new life as a delightfully fizzy pink soft drink flavored to taste like a childhood fave. Tastes so much like the real thing, you'll swear you'll be blowing bubbles!
Oh, wah, cry me a river! You sound like such a little baby. Why don't you just grow a set? Oh. Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to Limbo, Grub. I'll start the show in a second. I'm just in the middle of having an argument with a stupid dog who thinks she knows it all! Ugh, I am sick of hearing this! Do you realize... It's been constant ever since last week when we had that conversation. You have not shut up about this. That was that episode, and this is this episode, all right? We're not doing repeats on this show. The viewers are sick of hearing it already. Just put a lid on it, and let's go on to other things. Selfish? Me? I'm not selfish. She's selfish. She's sick, selfish. I apologize for this unwelcome intrusion. I promise after this it's going to be all put to bed. You're not going to hear any more about this ghost. I'm pretty sure it was just a storyline that was aborted before its time. Although deep down I hope to see, or rather not see, his face again. It gets rather lonely here in Limbo, and maybe if I were to meet him once again, the two of us could have some intelligent conversations. Not stupid ones! Today's subject is going to be a real time capsule. Something that pretty much spells my advanced age to all y'all. But you know what? Yeah, I'm old. I may as well get some use out of it, right? Today, we're going to talk about when there was a certain thing that you could purchase at a store for a simple, solitary nickel. Today, we are referencing Bazooka Gum! Every kid of the 80s was familiar with Bazooka. Every kid in the world was at least a one-time purchaser of Bazooka. It's almost as if it was impossible to avoid because regardless of how much money you had in your pocket, it was the one thing that you could always afford. Did you want to go to the stationery store and walk away empty-handed? If you went with the intention of buying a candy bar and fell short of the amount of money you needed, did you want to go home with pockets full of jingling change? Oh, here's a popular one. Did you want to spend the 55 cents on a single pack of Hubba Bubba when you could buy 11 Bazooka Gums, and on top of that you get comics too? That's right, the Bazooka Gum wrapper was a single-page comic strip which starred Bazooka Joe, some blonde whippersnapper who I distinctly remember only had one eye, as well as some weirdo who wore his collar up over his face. This was a bygone era when people did stupid shit like that. I am not particularly sure of what kind of return the Bazooka company got on their investment, but even a single solitary penny profit could net that company billions because everybody bought it, everyone chewed it. Did everyone enjoy it? Maybe, maybe not. But they bought it anyway because they could afford it. Bazooka had the world by its balls. I haven't kept tabs on Bazooka in quite a while though. I know it still exists, but it can't possibly be so cheap, right? In fact, I remember the day my stationery suddenly charged 10 cents for a Bazooka Gum. Even as a kid, I thought to myself, inflation doesn't work that fast. It should have gone up to 6 cents, right? I mean, yeah, part of the fun of nickel gum is that it's so neat, that you can pay for it and not have to worry about all those pennies. I'm sure that manner of thought went into the decision, but 10 cents? That means the price doubled! At that point, inflation hadn't hit us that badly! It was the sheer principle of it I never bought a bazooka gum again. I wonder how much they are now. You know, very often, I see bazookas show up at those candy stores that sell candy by weight. And that pretty much is like going to Dave & Buster's and having to pay units to play video games. You have no idea what you're paying anymore, but you're pretty sure in the back of your mind that you're being ripped off. But you want to play the video game, you want that damn bazooka gum, and you're just gonna bend over and take the fee. We are so beaten down as a society, aren't we? Well, thankfully, there are other places to get your bazooka gum fix, such as the prospect of bazooka gum flavored soda! That's right! This episode of Limbo Grub brings us back to that old notion that we're gonna try all sorts of different new flavors of soda and become sody pop connoisseurs of sorts. You might remember along that journey, we tried a flavor called Solo Sorrel, which was claiming to be a hibiscus flavored soda. I said in that episode after gulping it down that it tasted just like old powdery baseball card gum. Bazooka gum is old powdery baseball card gum. The only thing that separates the two is that bazooka gum is typically thicker, and it really hurt your teeth. So really all this sorta needs to do to succeed with flying colors is to equal the taste of the Solo Sorrel. But I have a feeling that this is gonna taste even better. Let's see who makes this product. Oh no. This is yet another Rocket Fizz item! So you know what that means! That's right, I didn't think that we were gonna rake it back out so soon, but here I present to you Lester's Thermometer! After we take our taste, we're gonna see where this place is in terms of hot and cold, and spear it in there like a javelin! Isn't that exciting? And you know what? This should be a very easy flavor to replicate. And I've had bubblegum flavored sodas in the past. Bazooka gum doesn't typically taste like a bubblegum flavor. It really is its own thing. Things like Bubblicious and Hubba Bubba, they exist on one island, while bazooka gum, baseball card gum, and Big League Chew exist on a tiny little uncharted island by themselves. When I drink this, a bubblegum flavor is not all that I'm looking for. To fully simulate the taste of bazooka gum, it has to have that trademark powderiness, that flaky, sugary taste that accompanies such F-level gum. If it doesn't have that, then I have to take major points off. Let's prepare the nose, time to sniff my pink bazooka! Never ever say that in a public place. New Angels of Promise. Back in the day, I always remember bazooka gum had a really strong scent. This has that scent in spades, so Lester, I've got all my faith in you. You're gonna do this, you're gonna pull it off. Lester, oh, what did you do? This was such an easy layup! The least you could have done is give me a comic on the label. Lester's Fixins are the experts at what they do. They know the perfect formula to take these weird and disgusting flavors and present they in a form that is palatable. But bazooka as a flavor is not weird and disgusting. This is a flavor that we actually want to enjoy to its fullest. And what happened? They buried it under that Lester's Fixins candiness that's present in all the rest of their sodas. I mean, you'll enjoy a tiny little twist of that bazooka taste that you're looking for on top of that base level flavor that is in every Lester's Fixins product. And here it's a little tougher to place because it just tastes like a nullification. Like you took that bazooka flavor and just threw a whole bunch of pillows on top of it. Whatever this bazooka taste is in here, that's all the taste needed to be. You didn't need to mix it in with anything else. And I feel like there's a way that they could do it. If anybody at the Rocket Fizz factory is listening to my words right now, you need to recall all of these and put them back out on the shelves and do exactly what I say. Whatever this other flavor is that you're burying the bazooka flavor in, get rid of all of that. We only want the bazooka flavor. Bacon soda, enchilada flavored soda, mustard soda, grass flavored soda. These are flavors that you have to nullify. Bazooka is a flavor that we all want. We want to experience bazooka in its fullest. And we didn't get it here. So, if I were to give this a star rating, I'm dancing around that 3-star rating, but is it that good? Do I want to reward them for this? Or should I penalize them for it? 2.5 stars. I can't believe they made this so difficult. This should have been easy. Why did they have to make this so difficult? Look at where this is placing on the thermometer. It should have been way higher than that. Way higher! I guess we learned a valuable lesson here today, folks. The way that Lester's Fixins does things, and I keep saying Lester's Fixins, this is technically a Rocket Fizz product. It has nothing to do with the Lester's Fixins line. But the way that they do things, they have way more hits than misses, but it's not going to work all the time. It only works with the disgusting flavors that are going to taste gnarly and nasty. They try to insert some kind of weird candiness into those flavors that make us repeat buyers. For flavors that are already delicious, you don't need to add any candiness to those flavors. Just leave these damn flavors alone! Let them stand by themselves! But no, you just couldn't stray from the formula. You just had to be stagnant. You just had to make every damn soda the same exact way not to stray from the formula. And you ended up with this. You know what? How apropos a statement is this for 2024? I bet you that Melba, your wife, Lester, would have done a way better job than this! Sad to say, if you drank this and you didn't see the label, you wouldn't even know this was supposed to be Bazooka gum flavored. In fact, in the back of my brain, I keep thinking, there's something very Pepto-Bismol about this. Lame. It's your good buddy DJ Clive saying, until next time, I'll see you in Limbo.
My simple-minded friend, patience! This is but a minor setback. I've been paying close attention, and we have him right where we want him. He fears us. He fears death. Even though he's so stupid, he doesn't realize he's in limbo and he's immortal. We will always have that on our side. It's time to move on to phase 2. If you will, open the chest. It took a little finagling, but I had the elves at Santa's workshop build you a little present. Scary, huh? I know if I saw that thing pointed at me, I'd fall in order right quick. Don't lose sight of the mission, Osp. Intimidate the man. Maybe hurt him if you have to. A little splash of blood here and there will only underline the statement all the more. But our purpose is merely to force him to see things our way. Otherwise, we disappear like the rest of them. You got it? Infiltrate DJ's home, rough him up, and make him keep Limbo Grub going forever! Alright? Hey! Osp! Are you listening? Osp, I don't like the way you're stewing. I can trust you, right? Osp!